Hey guys, how are you today? I'm just wrapping up the video at A&W and just finishing up a coffee. I did their pancakes. I can't remember if I ever did their pancakes before. It is possible. I've eaten at A&W so many times, but I can't remember all the reviews I've done. There's so many, and then there are times when I don't do a review and I try stuff, but I forget that I did it, and it's just what happens when you turn 55, maybe. I don't know. Or the fact that you do this for a living and it's just scattered in your brain. I have over 1,800 videos on my channel. Crazy. I lost count. I stopped checking when I hit like 1,600. And just recently I looked again because I couldn't remember how many I had. And I had like over 1,800 videos. So thank you very much for watching all my videos and making the KBD Productions TV and this channel as popular as it is. Really appreciating all the love that you guys are giving me. Got some sad news for you guys. On Sunday afternoon, well, let's go back a week. She's in the memory care of a retirement home, and her husband's like on the 4th floor. She's on the 2nd floor. I don't think when you're in the memory care, you can live with your spouse unless you need memory care as well. But over the last week, she started just getting a little bit worse and worse. And then she stopped eating as of, I think, Thursday. And because Paul and I went for a walk and did a hike that night, and Carol let me know, and then I was talking to Paul about it, and the same thing happened to his mom, unfortunately. And she had Alzheimer's, and then once they stop eating, it's just days from there going forward. When your Alzheimer's gets to that point, your body like just keeps forgetting things, and then eventually actually forgets to swallow. Doesn't remember how to swallow, and if you put any food in their mouth, they'll just choke on it. So again, as of Thursday, she stopped eating, and then so Carol and her sister are caregivers. So the facility that they're in is in lockdown because they had like 29 cases of COVID, and my father-in-law and my mother-in-law did not get COVID, but my wife, or Carol, and her sister are both caregivers to their mom. So they'd had to go in and like put on the full gown with the face shield and mask and the gown and all that stuff. But so they would go in, take turns every single day from Friday to Sunday. Carol actually brought her cot and slept in her mom's room, and on Saturday night, and then Saturday early afternoon, she was with her mom the whole time. And then her sister showed up, so she came home to get some more stuff, and on her way back to the hospital, her sister called and said, when you get here, you might want to come up because Carol's mom had passed. And so I'm super glad. I'm very glad and happy for Carol that she got to spend that last night with her mom. I'm sad that she wasn't there when she passed on, but Heather was there with her, so she wasn't alone, which is the most important thing. You don't want to be alone at the end. You want to be with family. And I'm not sure if Jim was in the room with Heather, but they said they were talking. So like Heather and like Carol's sister and maybe one of the people that worked there, or Jim, I can't remember the exact what happened, but then they noticed that Joan had finally stopped breathing, and so they called the nurse in and I guess pronounced her dead. And so Carol came home after during that major snowstorm we had on that Sunday night. So luckily she was in the 4-wheel drive Volkswagen. I told her, make sure you put the little switch to snow so you can make it home, no problem, because it was crazy blizzard on that Sunday night. So she came home, we hugged, we sat down, talked, and the next day we just kind of milled about for a bit, and then she had to go back and help her sister clean up the room. I went up yesterday and grabbed a chair, an ottoman, a laundry hamper that they didn't want anymore, and took it to the dump because they were very, very old and nobody would want them. So I took them to the dump. So that was my little help that I could help. Again, I can't go in the building, so, but I got to see my father-in-law and give him a big hug, and my sister-in-law, give her a big hug, and that's what I did yesterday. We've got a few more things planned this week with family, and I'm not sure exactly what day the funeral is on and how many people can show up because of COVID and all that. So I told Carol, I said I need to do like one more job, and so this was somewhat of an easy one. It's not a 24-hour camp out, so I got here yesterday at around 3:30 and did the whole electric blanket experiment, which went really well. I'm bringing that electric blanket everywhere I go, and of course the Jackery that Jackery sent me, the solar power generator, worked fantastic, and it seems that depending on what setting of the electric blanket you use, there's low, medium, and high, and I think all night I had it on medium, and it still said I had, like, before I went to bed, it said I had like 11 hours, and it would, when the electric blanket gets to temperature and it sits there for a bit, then it stops using electricity. So it's really hard to tell how long it would actually last. And of course, the electric blanket shuts off after 4 hours. I think it has like an auto shut off for safety reasons, I guess. I wish you could set it. I wish there was a dial on there that you could set it to shut off in a specific amount of time. And because I think it shut off probably around 4 or 5 in the morning. And so I had to press the button again, and it's not a big deal. And again, that sleeping bag, I got it at -9, and it was, I think, +2 or +1 in the car this morning. It was -1 outside. Hey Siri, what's the wind chill?
The wind chill is currently -4 degrees.
Yeah, I think it was -7 this morning. Now it's warming up, if you can call that warm. And at 7 o'clock in the morning, I was woken up by 2 pickup trucks with a blade on the front, and they were scraping all this excess sludge and stuff. It didn't snow last night. It's supposed to snow this morning. I'm going to start the car, and we'll start the drive home just to save some time, because Carol and I have some stuff we have to do today. I also have to edit this, and then I also have to do my live show this afternoon. This probably will go up tomorrow. So today is Wednesday. Yeah, today is Wednesday. And that's how I always remembered how to spell it as a kid. Wednesday. I have to have little tricks like that to remember how to spell words. The other thing I did was I used the little Mr. Buddy heater just to, when I got here, it was really cold, and so I used the Mr. Buddy heater to keep the interior of the vehicle as warm as I could. And then it ran out of fuel. I only used 1 tank. I brought 3 as backup, and made sure they were brand new. And then I used one up, and I think it died at around 8 o'clock. So from 8 till this morning, I didn't have any heat in the vehicle, and then the whole front windshield just was like a nice solid thick layer of, I'm guessing my breath was all over the windshield in a big thick layer of ice. I also wanted to support the mom and pop shop right there for dinner last night, but they were closed yesterday. I think maybe they are one of those restaurants that closes Monday and Tuesday, and they're open from Wednesday to Sunday kind of thing. I'll have to check the website again. I thought I did check the website, and I thought it was open. Maybe I was thinking that it was open Wednesday. I don't know. Like, all my days are getting screwed up because of what's going on in our lives. So I talked to Carol on the phone for like an hour, and just so that I can be with her, kind of, even though I'm in the van sleeping, trying to do my thing. And but I'm on my way home now. She's probably still asleep. She tends to sleep in a lot more these days, and so yeah, we're working through some stuff. But I'm gonna be with Carol the rest of today, and until probably Sunday. We're gonna be together, and then I have to go out and do more videos for you guys. So yeah, I feel bad. You know, Carol lost her dog first, and now she's lost her mom. They lost their brother like 5 years ago now. It's pretty depressing. It's pretty upsetting. But this is life, and we got to push through and be here for each other and live every day to the fullest, because you just don't know how long you're going to be around. And that's why 2 years ago, almost to the day, I started doing the intermittent fasting, because I can't just keep eating like this all the time. And that's why I dropped down to 1 to 2 videos a week. I try really hard at home to eat healthy salads, and I eat a lot of sardines and fish and healthy things like that, salmon, grass-fed beef. So I'm doing the best I can on my end to try to be on this earth as long as I can, but I also need to make videos for you guys. In the next coming little while, I'm definitely going to be doing like an ice camp cookout. So we'll be doing it out on the ice. So it'll be a catch and cook video that I'll be doing with my buddy up in North Bay, and can't wait for that. I'm going to be doing some just regular camping. I'm going to find some Crown Land type stuff, and then bring super healthy food, cook it in the van or just outside the van, whatever the weather permits. And yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I hope you guys stick around for those. Again, I'm always looking at the comments for inspiration from you guys. If you have any great ideas, if you know winter campsites here in Ontario, and if there's an electric campsite, even better, because I could bring my, instead of using the buddy heater all night, I actually have the heater that I bought for the cottage when I was doing editing for Carl into like October, and we needed extra heaters, and so I bought, it's like an old, looks like an old radiator heater that you would see under a window, like a water one. But this one's full of a special oil that doesn't freeze, so you can leave it at the cottage all winter. I brought one home just in case, so if we go to a campsite that has electric power, I can bring that in the van, and it will keep the van super warm, and then I'll be able to use it all night long, and I wouldn't need to sleep in my -9 sleeping bag either, or use any Jackery power. So anyway, guys, thank you very much. Please leave a comment in the comments below, giving Carol your condolences. That would be so much appreciated. I love reading those off to her when you guys are super supportive of Carol and her family, and I'll make sure she knows that you guys sent your love and your well wishes. All right, guys, I gotta get home and be with my wife, and we'll see you in the next video. Ciao.